Hello Capricorn, Elsie here to do your reading. It is for the week ahead, Capricorn. How are you? Welcome to the new week. I hope you're well. Thanks so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. I am reading for the week ahead, Capricorn. If you are brand new and you just got here, that's how I read. So whether you get this today, tomorrow, or next year, it could still resonate with you in the week ahead because we're not all at the same place in our lives. And that's why general reading is what it is. It's not all going to resonate for everyone. We're not all at the same places in our lives. So once I put down these oracles, we're going to look at the overall energy for the week ahead. Then I'm going to throw some tarot on top of it. We're going to get some details about the week ahead. How are you, Capricorn? I hope you're good. And if you are here for the first time and you would like to stay, there is a subscription button down in the bottom right-hand corner of this little square where I live. And if you are the person who always comes back, I appreciate you so very much. Let's find out what's going on for you in the week ahead, Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn energy, please. Tell me about Capricorn. We've got simplicity, happiness, and pleasure. Well, that sounds like a beautiful week. We've got diligence. So there's something that you've been doing over and over and over again that I feel is bringing you to this beautiful week. It feels like you are feeling very accomplished in the week ahead. It feels like this is an easy week for you. It might be a week of getting signs and synchronicities, telling you that the reason that happiness is here for you, happiness and pleasure, it's because you have traveled some really long road, or this is a place of happiness because of something that you've been doing diligently, is what it feels like. Let's find out what else we've got here. We've got simplicity. Happiness here can be just about anything. Look, there are two dolphins here. Dolphins usually run in pairs, right? I think that they mate for life. I could be wrong, but it feels like there is a lot of happiness here. And it might be because of another individual or of your family, right? Dolphins also usually are in schools. Maybe something that happened at school, but we've got pleasure here too. You're on the right path. And so I feel like it's a very serene, sort of happy, simplistic week for you with little indications from the universe that you're in the right direction, you're doing the right thing, but it also feels like a bit of rewards from you being diligent about something here. Tell me about simplicity. Something, it makes me feel like something is, I'm just feeling like when a feather drops from the sky. It doesn't drop like a bag of hammers, right? It just sort of floats. And so it feels like this is sort of a floaty, sort of easy, kind of protected sort of energy. Tell me about simplicity. We've got approve, very interesting. So for some of you, you could be getting an approval of something, and maybe you're like, that was too easy. Why was it so easy to get the approval on that? It could be something that you've decided to release or let go. We do have a full moon here. And so it feels like possibly something that you maybe released or wished for over this last Scorpio full moon, that possibly might be the thing that is bringing you the simplicity and the happiness. Maybe you didn't know how to do a ritual and you finally did it. Maybe you sat down to meditate under the full moon and said, here, take this back. I don't need it anymore. But it feels like whatever it is, it lifts something. It brings in happiness, realization. It's like a breakthrough. Dolphins, we know, breach the surface purely because they have joy or they're happy. And I feel like there's something here that is giving you happiness. It feels like happy memories or happy thoughts is what it feels like. Thinking about happy times. You might be experiencing those happy times in real time, but it feels like it's something that you are. Well, we've got fish and water, and fish and water are usually an indication of money. And so the happiness that we're seeing here could be that. It could be financial for some of you, but it could be emotional for some of you. We do have a fish bowl, right? There is water, and fish are nutritious. They bring health to our bodies. It could be happiness for health. Could be emotional happiness for some of you. Could be financial happiness for some of you. Tell me about pleasure. We've got trust. All right. So it does feel like there is, you've released some sort of a barrier by being diligent. It feels like it is something that you practiced or something that even maybe you didn't want to do it. Look, not all of us love to go to the gym. I'm happy for those of you who do, but I'm a Taurus. Earth signs, maybe you're along there with me, but I don't like to go to the gym. That's not my thing. I would walk 7 or 10 miles, but I will not go to the gym. It's not my thing. But it feels like you are trusting that the things that are giving you pleasure in your life are the things that are blessing you because of your diligence. So maybe you are somebody who loves to be in nature. Maybe you're somebody who's trusting that maybe I'm not at the gym pumping weights, but maybe because I'm in nature and I'm walking 5 miles in nature, that I'm trusting that that is what's bringing me good health, good wealth, right? This is all green energy, and it feels like it is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. It's got you on the right path. So I feel like you have a realization that I am on the right path. It feels like a thought pattern that you're having that's keeping you in a happy place. But it does feel like it is something that you've been doing over and over that has relieved some sort of a barrier that you have been dealing with here. Let's find out what else is going on for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're interested in private reads, whether they're live or pre-recorded, please look in the pinned comment. You'll see everything that you need to know is there, including a link if you want to go take a look at my pricing. Tell me about simplicity and approve. It feels like this week is about to be an easy week for you. It's like a week that's sort of effortless. Things are showing up for you in approval. It could be signs and symbols from the universe that are telling you that you're having some sort of a good week, or things are going to come to you easily. Wow, Justice, I like it. We've got the Justice card, we've got the Queen of Cups, and we have the Empress. So simplicity. It feels like something is coming to justice here. For those of you who are in some sort of a legal issue or waiting for an answer on something that is legal, I feel like the approval is here. And it feels like it was almost too simple. Like it feels like it was almost too easy, like you waited a long time for it possibly. But it does feel like somebody here had the last word. So the judge, the lawyer, the magistrate, the police officer, whoever it is, it feels like somebody who is of authority and somebody who has the last word is saying it in your favor. Something's being restored. It could be karmic things, karmic rewards. It feels like something that you've done in the 3D. And they don't even have to be related, understand? Like maybe you were just really kind to somebody back there and you really helped someone out of a tough spot, and your karmic reward is that something is being approved easily, something that you don't really have to work for. It could be something legal for some of you, because I do see this as the lawyer or the person with the last word, the person who does the final sign off. But something here is coming into balance, and it seems way too easy for some reason that you get the approval. We've got the Queen of Cups, happiness, emotional happiness is what I was saying. So for some of you, it could be money. For some of you, it could be health. But it does feel like for a lot of you, it is going to be emotional happiness that you are coming upon in the midweek. It feels like you're getting out of. Maybe you felt like you were in a fishbowl. Maybe you felt like you were in a fishbowl and everybody was watching you. It feels like you're getting out of the fishbowl is what it feels like, because I'm looking at the fish and the fish are flying, are swimming out of the water, right? Out of the fishbowl. And then I'm looking at these porpoises, right? And they're jumping, they're breaching the surface. They're also free, right? I want to say. And these fish here are becoming free. It looks like one is swimming under the bridge, and some are swimming over the edge of this fishbowl here. So it does feel like this is this Queen of Cups energy tells me that there is some sort of emotional happiness that you will experience throughout the midweek, in the middle of the week. And then we have some sort of a pleasure. Like I feel like the pleasure here is trusting in the self, because the Empress is someone who really does trust the self, right? She is the Queen of Swords. She trusts what she says. She trusts what she does. She's honest with herself. I say she because there's a woman on the card, but the Empress can be feminine or masculine, right? We've got Taurus, which is feminine energy, and Libra, who is masculine energy. So it's a balance of energies here. I feel like you now trust yourself. I feel like the Empress trusts themselves more. You have better boundaries. You're feeling quite stable. You're feeling very abundant. I feel like your time of pleasure is here and that you are trusting it. So it doesn't feel like something that is going to be, sometimes people are like scared of pleasure that comes into their life because they feel like the carpet could be ripped out from under them. I don't feel like you're experiencing that. I feel like you're in this time of enjoying or thriving in your Empress energy, because I feel like you've been really diligent to get here. It feels like now, at the end of next week, is your time of pleasure. It's time for you to finally enjoy the fruits of your labor. Tell me what this justice is, please. Tell me what justice is for Capricorn. We've got judgment. There is a judgment here. For some of you, it is a legal judgment. We've got the Eight of Cups and we've got the Two of Wands. So it does feel like for some of you, this is something that you didn't know that would be set in your favor. Something that didn't, it felt like maybe you thought all hope was lost, or it's not going to work out the way that I want it to. The moon energy gives us sort of heavy, deep sort of energy. Darkness, it's things aren't really as they seem. And so I feel like things aren't really as they seem here. I feel like there is some sort of ruling that is showing up. Now, it could simply be someone who's about to give you the truth. Somebody here, Capricorn, could be deciding to take action after being in a delay because they were at the Two of Wands at the crossroads of their life, feeling quite detached. But it feels like a decision is being made and it works out in your favor. It could be that somebody is deciding to tell you the truth. It could be that someone is no longer hiding their approval of you. It feels like something is happening that is effortless, that you don't have to encourage to happen. There is action somebody's taking here after being disconnected emotionally for a while. There is a very big decision that is going to it feels like restore something, restore your faith, restore karma. Somebody is going to give you their approval. So it feels like somebody is going to be honest with you, possibly. Why is the Queen of Cups here, please? We do have the Magician. We have the Three of Cups. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. It does feel like somebody here, after a period of waiting and pondering and wondering what's going to make them happy, it feels like there is somebody here who wants to have a reunion with you or possibly ask you out. Look, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be romantic for some of you if that's the way that you're perceiving this reading. But for others of you, it could be that mom calls and says, hey, do you want to come over? I want to spend some time with you. I haven't seen you in a while. It feels like you haven't really been speaking to this person, and I don't think it's for any terrible reason. I feel like just life is lifing. And it feels like the Seven of Pentacles is, I'm putting a lot of hard work into something, and therefore we must wait. It feels like there is a time where I feel like you're doing a lot of work on something or putting the hard work into something, and you're pondering, what is really going to make me happy? It feels like in that time when you're thinking, what is really going to make me happy? That's when you get this call to go out, maybe with a friend group, possibly. It could be one-on-one. It could be somebody who's a Gemini. It could be someone who's an Aries. It feels like there is something that you've been wishing or hoping for that comes from the 5D and plants itself in the 3D. Something that you've been manifesting that you hoped would happen that I feel is going to happen for you midweek here. You're going to be relieved. You're going to be able to release something or let it go, because I feel like the moon energy that I had pulled on the bottom of the deck before, it feels like the moon energy was making you wonder, is this thing ever going to come together? Is it ever going to work itself out? I feel like in the midweek next week, that whatever you've put a lot of work into, your efforts pay off, and it really does come to a place of emotional happiness for you. Something you'll be very emotionally happy about. Tell me about the Empress, please, and the pleasure. We've got the Ace of Swords. Someone's recognizing you. Someone here is recognizing your efforts, recognizing your glow up, recognizing that you are standing strong, sturdy, stable, doing your own thing. You don't really need anyone. It feels like recognition here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and then we have the Three of Swords. When the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse for me, it feels like something is not yet in divine timing. It feels like something is held to a certain space or time, and it's not yet ready to move forward. It's not yet ready to be born or to move forward. It feels like, you have to go through, 9 months or 42 weeks or whatever it is to be pregnant before you can have the baby. It's not good to have it before then. And that's what I feel like is going on here, because the Empress is usually pregnant with something, a situation, an idea, a creative something or other, or it could be a child. It feels like somebody's recognizing that I am the Empress, but things take time. And so I don't think that this Wheel of Fortune being in the reverse frustrates you all that much, because I feel like you're in the attitude of trusting that the pleasure in this present moment is what is going to make things move forward, and that if you continue to be diligent, you will be able to remove barriers. It does feel like a little bit of disappointment. I'm not going to lie. It does feel like a little bit of disappointment that now is not the time. But whatever I'm talking about here at the end of the week doesn't have to be related to the beginning or the middle of the week. It feels like something completely opposite. I feel like you still have trust that if you continue to be diligent, you continue to stay on the path of pleasure, that you're solid and grounded. I feel like you're going to get recognition about something. Is what it feels like here. So what I've been doing is I have been extending all of the readings. And so I'm going to extend this reading, Capricorn, and I am going to put all of my extended readings in my membership area. So all of them, you'll get access to all of them for one monthly price. I'm going to put down 3 cards here. We're going to answer some of these questions here. We're going to get more details on some of the general things here. I'm going to put down 3 cards here that we're going to talk about as well. Let's find out what we're going to talk about in the extended, please. We've got the King of Wands. We've got the 7 of Cups. And we've got the Ace of Cups. It feels like here, Capricorn, that you're very confused why someone is now pursuing you emotionally. It does feel like something here is being said in your favor. It seems far too easy. You're going to get some sort of an approval through a decision that's being made from someone who's finally taking action. It does feel like, because those are 2 wands, we do have 2 wands and we do have a match set right here. So it does feel like for some of you that I am talking about some sort of person that I feel that you already know. It feels like this person is already in your life, but I feel like if somebody here has decided that they want to pursue you, which I think is a little bit confusing or emotionally overwhelming for you. But listen, it's happening in the midweek. It feels like it's happening in the midweek at a time when you're actually manifesting reunion or reconciliation or working on something with someone. So I feel like this person naturally shows up. It could be romantic. For some of you, it looks like it is confusing nonetheless that this person is showing up now. But I really do feel like we've got a soulmate couple here. A soulmate couple that I feel are very attracted to each other, that mirror each other. And it feels like this 7 of Swords is telling me that we haven't spoken with each other for a while. The 4 of Cups is just that. It's like being in a comfort zone. And the Chariot in the reverse is telling me that we haven't seen each other for a while. Things have kind of stopped between us. So we're going to talk more about that. I think we'll talk more about this in the extended. We also are going to talk about whatever is coming to justice here, and whatever it is that you're still waiting on, because I feel like this you're a little bit disappointed that there is something here that hasn't showed up yet. We'll talk about that. If you'd like to come into the extended, please look in the pinned comment. There is a link to the membership area just under all the information for the private readings if you'd like that. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here and watching, Cappies. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because, well, I'm always back. Take care. Bye-bye.